Fawcett, Fawcett, pale chocolate, English black malt, and a midnight wheat.
Rice.
And then the fermentables are amber DME and then an amber malt syrup. There is nougat, and Kent Goldings.
Can't go there. Hops, yeah.
Okay. And then the secondary addition is, of course, the peppers.
Interesting.
How many peppers did you put in?
3.
3.
For 3 days.
Yeah.
Without the seeds.
Without the seeds.
Without the seeds.
I'm curious. I'm curious, actually. If it wasn't so late in the evening, I would actually text over to the Stone Brewery and see if they seeded their peppers as well.
They're 3 hours behind us. Don't forget. Well, it's still going to be
still
after
pretty. I mean, like,
yeah.
They will not text me back.
No, they're
will
closed.
Be like,
they're
No,
closed.
That's always fun. I write to Mark Zuckerberg all the time. He never writes back.
interesting.
Well, to you.
Touche.
Dave Sr. seems to have a direct line to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes, he does.
He'll have more than that by morning after this pepper beer.
Yeah, right? So yeah, I'm curious now because that 3 peppers for 3 days and it's this hot.
That ain't much.
That's intense.
That is
Time
intense.
that fishing line, I think. We
They
tied them.
were suspended. Yeah, they weren't on the bottom.
Yeah, and we
Yeah, but still, I mean,
hung them down into the...
Yeah, with a fishing line.
That's perfect.
Brilliant.
This re-
This is probably one of the most interesting beers I've had of the evening. I'm still with Dave on number 2, the tequila and the beer.
Okay.
Pretty
Number 2
kick-ass.
was a favorite.
But this one, an interesting batch of flavors, and I could see it with a, not to take your thunder, but the cheese with the little chopped peppers
Yeah.
in it. You know what I mean? A little
Yeah.
I would,
jalapeno.
for me, I think a sharp cheddar would work.
sharp cheddar, yeah, or ice cream.
Yeah.
Go the other way, a nice wasabi ice cream.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, if you go down the street, you can get that Riesling gelato.
That would do it.
That would be badass. And also, you'd be really drunk.
Now, we're not giving any shameless plugs, but that would be Flamingo Crossing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that would be a
big
Flamingo
Crossing.
Crossing.
Well, they deserve the plug.
They do.
This is
a
interesting.
good place.
No, I've
It's
never.
good, it's good.
And I've drank a lot of beer in my life. I'm 50-something years old.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. This is probably the most interesting beer I've had of the evening.
All right.
Yeah.
I would
it's-
rate this as a number 1 is interesting, but number 2 with the tequila really kicked Dave's ass.
Yeah.
I'm
that was
liking
the
that one
best.
a lot.
This isn't as complex as some of the other beers, but
No.
it's definitely interesting.
And being
It's
a
little-
year old,
It
it's
certainly
homogenized
gets your
nicely.
attention.
Yeah,
And-
I
and
like it.
It doesn't drink like a year-old beer, which is interesting.
It's the type of beer that when you hear it's a year old, you say, I wonder what it'll be like around this time next year.
Yeah.
This sort of reminds me
Oh,
of.
you're liking that, huh?
This reminds me of a
Beth
drink.
and Bill enjoyed it.
We haven't had this opened one of these in a
We
long
haven't
time,
opened
and
one
it's
since probably Thanksgiving.
it's almost a completely different beer than when we first
it was
brewed
6
it. Yeah,
months ago.
absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Like when we first brewed it, I could not drink it.
Oh, now you're drinking it, but
Well-
it's still not your favorite?
Oh, I don't like it.
I don't know. I'm looking at the 5.
She doesn't even like their own beer that she made.
She doesn't like it, but she keeps drinking it.
Well, she's trying to develop a taste for it. I'm looking at the 5 you brought. All get a thumbs up from the sound man from hell.
Thank you.
We like that. 5 for 5.
Yeah, it's 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
And you can see
Definitely.
the cherry wood in this. You can really see the
Homebrew.
I'm out of beer.
I do think it has a pretty color, though, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
It's
Very
beautiful
pretty color.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see that.
And
You
nice
can see that
clarity,
nice
too.
cherry wood in there.
Nice.
Thanks, Mark.
But I don't like the peppers.
This does
That's
remind
good.
me of when I had a birthday party a while ago. A co-birthday person made a tequila infused or habanero
Fused tequila.
or no, it was Scotch bonnets, right?
Yeah.
It was that.
They made a
Yes,
Scotch
I remember
bonnet
that.
infused tequila drink with that had a fruit juice in it, and it has that same
Yeah.
Yep, it was-
intensity.
I think we might even talked that because
And it had tequila in it, so
There it is.
that's right down
But
there.
Beth and I
Nice.
think even commented on
5
that it
with
was very similar to
If,
this.
if
yeah.
you want some Scotch bonnets, I've got some Scotch bonnets. I grow them. I also have.
He's been in our yard.
Yeah,
I have.
Yeah,
At your birthday party.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
He was there.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
It wasn't my birthday.
Oh, it wasn't.
No,
It was mine.
Danny's.
It was my birthday.
Oh, your birthday. Good enough.
It was
Yeah.
actually
I don't
hers
want to know how old you are.
and Tara's, another
Younger than
friend of
you.
ours. Yeah, it was her and Tara's birthday we were celebrating.
So, Dave, would you smoke a cigar with this beer?
Back to the point.
What?
What kind of a cigar would you smoke with a pepper beer?
I think this is a Detka 89.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big cigar.
Yeah.
It's
Camacho
yeah,
Detka 89.
Yep.
Nothing else.
And food suggestions besides tacos?
Ice cream.
Nice.
Oh, the ice cream, yeah.
But yeah, I
Pecan.
mean,
For the
Praline.
contrast.
Something
for the contrast,
creamy,
you know, kinda like-
caramely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or even just like a candied apple, actually.
That could be
Really?
fun.
Yeah. That just
The caramel.
that's just off the top
Caramel.
of my head. Yeah, like
Caramel.
it'd just be like fun.
Fun. Candy apple and a smoked chipotle porter.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it's definitely the heavier wintry beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
You've gone through the seasons with us tonight, haven't you?
But it's nice and
Nicely.
cold, you know.
This is our Christmas beer.
The Christmas beer, yeah, the winter beer.
The cool thing about this beer is that, cold being the operative word, is that it's a porter, which I think would go very well in January and February, and the fact that it has that hot pepper in there, it kind of like warm you up on a
Warms you up
cold
like
night.
brandy, baby.
And it also the fact that it's a porter is gonna stick to your ribs anyway. So
I
this would
can
be a
see
cold beer in
I
a,
can
in a
see
cold
a
climate.
keg of this strapped to a Saint Bernard. Right after the slaughter of the
Caribou.
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 Freeze-dried
Perfect.
caribou heart.
I'd be
Freeze-dried
happy
caribou
to
heart.
see it coming.
I think we should go get some Ben and Jerry's.
I think
All
we
right,
should
we're
break
all
out
going
one of
out
the
for ice
tequila
cream
ones
now.
and give it back to Dave there.
Well, I was gonna say, I think we have another bottle of the tequila. If y'all are ready to cut the mics and let Dave have some more.
Oh, no.
No, not tonight. No, that's enough for Dave today.
Maybe
no.
he should just take it home with him. You know what I mean?
Does he just sleep upstairs?
No,
No.
Dave
Does he
does.
sleep right here?
We wish.
He
Dave's
will
not
tonight.
here,
He
man.
might. That could be his couch.
He's gonna, yeah. This might be his bed right here, because ordinarily he drives a scooter home.
We could put him in the car.
Just here, are we getting him home?
We could put him in the car.
Hey, just let him in the back of your van and let him stay there for the night.
We don't have the van tonight.
Oh
We
no!
have Danny's car.
Oh, the little car. Well, load him in the back of that. He won't know where he is.
I'll get in the back, and you and Dave can sit in the front.
And do what?
He can drive Dave home.
We also have Leslie.
How's anyone going to drive?
Leslie's
this?
not.
Did they leave?
There's no one
Yeah,
there.
There's no one out there.
It's just
they were out
us,
there
Chris.
when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leslie left me.
Oh, okay.
they lost.
There you go. You have the couch.
They lost interest in this show when you guys locked the door on them.
Leslie's gone, man.
Hello, this is Dave Sr., and you're listening to Key West Beer Tales, the sum of all beers.
All right, so
How do we end this with the grand finale?
What else can you say? But here's the homebrew.
Homebrew! Woohoo! In front of the mic, Bill. Nice one.
Had a ring to it.
There's your ending.
There's your jingle.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well, this is going to wrap up our. This is the first time we've ever had a homebrew, and the really cool thing was that every single one, everybody was just enthralled with. It wasn't like, oh, this tastes like a homebrew. This beer was really, really good. Every single one,
You
all
guys know
five
how
of
to
them.
follow directions.
Dave's out for the count.
Screw the directions.
We're doing it ourselves.
Thanks for not
They're really
following
more
the
of a
directions.
guideline than a rule.
Mark's relaxed too.
Mark's relaxed. He's happy. Look at him smiling there.
Everybody's got a smile on their face.
That's what beer does for you. It makes you
It's
happy.
more like a green
right.
parrot smirk, if you know what I mean.
yeah, it's more of a smirk. Yeah, I mean, this has been some quality stuff.
Totally.
Yeah.
And is it the ingredients that come from the a lot of people use Northern Brewer, right? I mean, is that like
Yeah.
the main?
It's not the main, but it's one of the. They have two different facilities. One's in Wisconsin, and the other I think is in Minnesota. No, excuse me, Minnesota and Wisconsin in that order.
Okay.
But they're cold people,
Cold.
and it
people.
makes me. We should give a for
What
that.
do you mean by that?
We should give a shout out to our friend Sean Lindahl, who spends 3 or 4 months down here in Key West, and he's from up that way. So
Absolutely.
to Sean Lindahl.
Yeah, that's how cold they are. He spends 3 or 4 months
Sean.
here. Brew, home brew, Sean Lindahl.
He was listening to your music.
Arr. Nice one. We're getting better at this toasting things. I'd like to thank each and every one of you personally for letting me in the door. I had to step over some chairs and a couple barricades, but I was determined to be on this show.
If the security guards hadn't been here,
They
had
didn't
been
even
here,
talk
you
to
know,
me. They turned
yeah.
away when I pulled up in a moo cow car.
Moo cow. They're like, oh, he's okay.
Oh yeah, he'll be
See,
fine.
we enriched your life, didn't we?
It's a good thing.
So, on our break, you informed me that you had how many shows?
Tonight is my 1,000th show with the X 104.9 Key West. I don't know how it happened. Apparently, I didn't quite make my 3-year quota. I did a lot of shows in the same day, and it made up for it.
Oh, okay.
1,000 shows on the X, live and dead tonight.
Congratulations.
And I was able to be a guest on that.
Yes,
Oh, cool.
You're in Live and Dead tonight?
yes.
Oh, good.
That's how I found out about the beer.
Oh.
Do you think I just show up, Danny?
No,
yes,
I
you do,
wasn't
don't you?
sure.
And you guys have been on most of those 1,000 shows, either Chris Ream, Danny Hoy, or even Tequila Dave.
He will for now
Gotta come down
be
for
dubbed Tequila Dave.
Tequila
Dave.
I hang out
There's
with some-
Diamond Dave and there's Tequila Dave. You know, and through the entire beer number 2, the second glass, by the second glass of beer number 2, it's a snifter. It's short. It's maybe, an ounce and a half, 2 ounces.
Yeah, maybe like 3 ounces.
3 ounces at the
Yeah.
most. I'm looking for the worm
Where is that worm?
through
the problem
entire...
is that the worm doesn't come in tequila.
No, it's a
It comes in
mezcal.
mezcal. And-
Which
and
is
he
the
uses-
bad thing. Don't eat the worm because it's full of the poison from the bottle of mezcal.
Well, the worm lives in that cactus.
Yeah,
Well,
and
it's-
then they
it's an
throw it in the
agave
bottle to
product.
sacrifice its life.
Sometimes
No, they
in
use a
Mother
different-
Russia,
they do-
the
No,
worm eats you.
So the difference between tequila and mezcal is instead of fire roasting, which is tequila, the agave, they bake it in a clay oven that they bury underground.
So
Oh, I
it's
thought it used a
slower.
different cactus.
No,
No.
same cactus.
Oh, okay.
Same, it's all
Different
agave.
process.
It's all agave.
Okay.
But
Well,
if
this
you-
is good to know.
But if you drink a bottle of mezcal, you don't have a problem eating the worm. Trust
Yes.
me.
I recently ate the worm just this past September. It was the only thing to drink at my friend's house after I had gotten off the plane, which was basically a 24-hour process of me getting back to New York City. So I was like, I need a drink. He was like, all I got is the worm. I was like, yep.
Now, do you chew the worm or you just swallow the worm?
Swallow.
Oh, I would swallow. It's more like an oyster. Just get
let
it over
go
with.
down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a friend in. We used to hang out in Miami, but we came down to a place called Woody's. Remember up the Keys?
Woody's.
Yeah.
Woody's
Islamorada.
before Islamorada had a strip club. It was Woody's, the bar where we would see Jimmy Buffett playing in.
Oh, really? Okay.
And one night,
And also Big Dick and the Extenders.
Big Dick and the Extenders.
That
one
was
of my
their
favorite
home bar
bands.
for years and years and years. Yeah.
One of Alan, and I can't remember his last name. It probably dawned on me tomorrow. But Alan and I came down from Miami, went to Woody's, hung out. I got picked up by a local girl at the bar. You never dance with the local girls, but I did. She took me home. We did what we did. We came back to the bar, and Alan continued drinking tequila, ate a worm, beat all the windows out of his Rambler station wagon with a bat, and was laying in the glass in the back seat when I got home at dawn
Oh, my God.
to get our ride back to Miami. We drove that car home with no windows,
In a Rambler.
and I never went out drinking with Alan ever again.
I wouldn't
Good
either.
idea.
Yeah, that's probably
That's pretty
sage
smart.
advice right there.
Don't drink with Alan.
So, Dave, stay away from the bats.
Imagine today trying to get the replacement glass for that Rambler.
wagon,
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Love you guys.
What a fantastic evening.
Thank you to Bill and Beth.
Absolutely.
Bill and Beth,
Thank you for having
you
us.
rock.
Thank you guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
how do, oh, I'm sorry. It's like my radio show. Shameless plug. How do we find you?
Oh, for the music, the shameless music plug. So,
For the beer.
oh, for the beer,
This is a beer show.
I
your
can't
address?
help you with the beer. You got to come find. You got to be at our house.
Well, give the plug for
What's your
your
address?
music.
For the music,
and-
so
Everyone will
music,
figure it out.
recent CD, Aquaholic. You can find it on iTunes or CD Baby. Website, Bill Cockrell